So to have this come to an end would mean that she is finally free in every single sense.
Will I allow my children, especially my oldest daughter, who was very affected by all of it, I would not.
The judge finally rules that after 13 years, her conservatorship is no more.
Doing a lot of what I was told instead of what I wanted to really do, and I didn't know how to break out of that.
Ask a couple of things about Justin.
Okay, of course.
Well, I was a country girl, and I was very into ball. I was never a cheerleader or anything.
In the early years of her rise to superstardom, starting in 1998 with the release of Baby One More Time, Britney appeared to have it all, but as the memoir reveals, there was much more going on under the surface. 1. Britney reveals abortion aged 19 after getting pregnant with boyfriend Justin Timberlake. In the book, Britney reveals harrowing details about the secret abortion she underwent, age 19, claiming she can still remember the excruciating pain. The pop superstar candidly recalls her decision to terminate a pregnancy in 2000 during her relationship with Justin Timberlake. Britney explains how she was left crying and sobbing after choosing to undergo the procedure at home.
So to have this come to an end would mean that she is finally free in every single sense.
Him, and he says whatever's on his mind.
Are you still friends with him?
I mean, we talk every once in a while, but
In a desperate bid to keep the abortion completely secret from the public and her own family. She wrote that it was important that no one find out about the pregnancy or the abortion, which meant doing everything at home. The singer made it clear that she was aware some might judge her for the decision, but insisted that it was a situation she had never expected to go through. 2. Britney reveals Justin Timberlake dumped her by text in a 2-word message. Britney revealed that she was devastated when Justin Timberlake broke up with her through text message. The megastar, who finally admitted to cheating with choreographer Wade Robson, wrote about the end of her relationship with the singer and how the split affected her. She penned Memoir. I was comatose in Louisiana and he was happily running around Hollywood.
Will I allow my children, especially my oldest daughter, who was very affected by all of it, I would not.
talked about and more of an issue with me. Like, her husband was married and had kids when they first got together.
The breakup message to Britney has been revealed by her former video director, Chris Applebaum. He revealed how he was working on the set of a music video with Britney when she received a 2-word text message from Justin which said, "It's over." 3. Britney finally admits to cheating on Justin Timberlake with choreographer Wade Robson. Britney finally admits to cheating on Justin with the dancer Wade Robson following years of hearsay. It was rumored Britney and Justin split up in 2002 after 3 years of dating.
Doing a lot of what I was told instead of what I wanted to really do, and I didn't know how to break out of that.
If you really know in your hearts of heart that you are going to be with that person forever, and you really think that with all of your heart,
Because she had a fling with Australian choreographer Wade. Justin later released his famous single Cry Me a River, which includes lyrics that allude to being cheated on. Britney confirms in her memoir that she kissed Wade during a night out. 4. Britney blasts Christina Aguilera's 2003 Rolling Stone cover with her ex Justin. Britney blasts pop rival Christina Aguilera for deciding to team up with her ex-boyfriend Justin for the Justified and Strip tour in 2003, a year after the couple's bitter split. The talented trio had originally met as children starring as Mouseketeers on the Disney Channel's The Mickey Mouse Club from 1993 to 1994, where Britney and Christina shared a dressing room. And despite Spears and Timberlake ending their 3-year romance, Aguilera told Rolling Stone in 2003 she had a feeling that there's going to be some reconciliation. I know that they talk and everything, and it's cool. I don't think it's over.
Ask a couple of things about Justin.
Okay, of course.
The judge finally rules that after 13 years, her conservatorship is no more.
Spears also admitted she was jealous of the 42-year-old R&B belter for having the freedom to party with some of their shared backup dancers during her 13-year conservatorship, which restricted alcohol consumption. But it wasn't all negative, as Britney praised Aguilera and Gwen Stefani, who both appeared on The Voice in 2016, for coming off really professional on TV and wrote, "When the camera is on them, they thrive." 5. Britney reveals why she shaved her head during infamous 2007 meltdown. Britney revealed why she shaved her head during her infamous 2007 downward spiral, which eventually led to her infamous conservatorship, which lasted 13 years. As she was in the midst of going through a painful divorce with Kevin Federline and was constantly in the public eye, the mother of two opened up on what led her to that moment. She wrote, I'd been eyeballed so much growing up. I'd been looked up and down and people telling me what they
When I take walks, I do not care what people think. And I think that's the thing why they keep on talking is because they know they can't touch me.
But I mean, I really thought that I was going to be with him for the rest of my life. I did.
thought of my body since I was a teenager. Shaving my head and acting out were my ways of pushing back. In 2007, Britney infamously shaved her head at a hair salon in Tarzana, a suburb of Los Angeles, one day after she left a rehab facility in Antigua. Britney later re-entered treatment. 6. Britney reveals 13-year conservatorship made her feel like a child robot. Britney also spoke out about that 13-year conservatorship, as she detailed how her father controlled her body and her money and hurt her with fat jibes. The singer hit out at 71-year-old dad Jamie in the explosive memoir as she opened up about the unrelenting control her family had over her, which, looking back, makes her feel sick. Britney heartbreakingly conceded, "Feeling like you're never good enough is a soul-crushing state of being for a child. He drummed that message into me as a girl, and even after I'd accomplished so much, he was continuing to do that to me. I became a robot, but not just a robot, a sort of child robot."
Well, I was a country girl, and I was very into ball. I was never a cheerleader or anything.
Faithful.
I think everyone has a side to their story.
I had been so infantilized that I was losing pieces of what made me feel like myself. The star concluded, 13 years went by with me feeling like a shadow of myself. I think back now on my father and his associates having control over my body and my money for that long, and it makes me feel sick. I didn't deserve what my family did to me. 7. Britney gave up her freedom so she could see her sons during conservatorship. Britney also speaks about trading her freedom during her controversial conservatorship in order to see her children. In her book, the singer alleged that she went along with the terms of her now terminated conservatorship, which ran from 2008 to 2021, in order to spend time with her boys Sean, 18, and Jaden, 17. The hitmaker also discussed her ultimately futile attempts to resist the conditions of her arrangement with her father Jamie, who under the conservatorship had complete control of her assets and worth, alongside attorney Andrew Wallet.
And you're in 4 or 5 years into the relationship, I mean, stuff can happen, you know?
That's Britney Spears on the cover of People magazine, her first cover shoot in 5 years.
Ex-husband Kevin Federline was given sole legal and physical custody of their sons in 2008, after Spears was hospitalized after she locked herself in a bathroom with her sons and refused to turn them over to Federline. "My freedom in exchange for naps with my children, it was a trade I was willing to make," she wrote. 8. Britney accuses ITV's Jonathan Ross show of silencing her during conservatorship. Britney reportedly accuses ITV of silencing her when she tried to speak publicly about her 13-year conservatorship back in 2016. The book sees her take aim at her team and an unnamed TV channel.
Going crazy and stuff like that, but people shave their heads all the time, you know?
A story, and I think that the energy from the people is it's kind of scary.
As she accuses them of stopping her from speaking out during the troubling time. She writes, "I even mentioned the conservatorship on a talk show in 2016, but somehow that part of the interview didn't make it to the air. Huh, how interesting." However, the Sun have claimed ITV are the channel in question, and Britney is referring to an incident which occurred during an appearance on the Jonathan Ross show in 2016. The appearance is her last sit-down interview to date, and Britney revealed she repeatedly mentioned the legal hold she was under. However, the comments never made it to air. Chatting with Jonathan, Britney told the host that her 9th album, Glory, was her baby, as when she was making her previous albums,
My kids and they become your life. It's not all about you anymore, and you have a focus that's...
There's just a really bad time in my life.
she couldn't do what she wanted musically due to the conservatorship. Instead of asking about the situation, the TV presenter moved swiftly on and didn't dwell on the details of the conservatorship. According to a member of the audience, Britney stated, "I had this conservatorship for years, and I felt like a lot of decisions were made for me, so I wanted this to be my baby, and I've been really strategic about it." 9. Britney is working to feel more compassion than anger to sister Jamie Lynn after conservatorship. Britney says she is working to feel more compassion towards sister Jamie Lynn after they feuded for years. The pop icon also claims in her tell-all tome that Jamie Lynn, 32, told her to stop fighting her controversial conservatorship, which ran from 2008 to 2021. Spears writes, "She will always be my sister, and I love her and her beautiful family. I'm working to feel more compassion than anger toward her and everyone who I feel has wronged me. It's not that easy. The star said her younger sister ruled the roost at their home in Kentwood, Louisiana.
The world, how judgmental they are. You know what? I know I'm a good mom.
Where a judge has officially ended the 13-year-long conservatorship of Britney Spears,
leaving Britney feeling like a ghost child to her parents, Jamie and Lynn. She writes, "I can remember walking into the room and feeling like no one even saw me. Jamie Lynn only saw the TV. My mother, who at one time had been the person I was closest to in the world, was on another planet. I'd listen to her spew these hateful words, and I'd turn to my mother and say, 'Are you going to let this little witch talk to you like that?' I mean, she was bad." Spears, who had previously accused her sister of doing nothing to help her during her conservatorship, also claims when she was placed in a mental health facility in 2018, she texted Jamie asking for her help. 10. Britney felt like the snake would kill her during her iconic but MTV VMAs performance. Britney felt like the snake she performed with was going to kill her during her iconic performance in 2001. She recalled the massive python flicking its tongue and hissing at her as she performed on stage at the MTV Video Music Awards. She said she tried her best to keep her head down as she sang "I'm a Slave for You" because she felt like it would kill her if she caught its eye.
I kind of go, I have this thing where I go into denial a little bit and I'll put a hat on and I just pretend like I'm like everybody else.
In it, she claims that Justin Timberlake got her pregnant during their 3-year relationship.
Just weeks earlier, Spears revealed she was scared of snakes and less than enthused about performing with the terrifying reptile, even though it remains one of her favorite performances to this day. This comes shortly after she took to Instagram and debuted a new red snake tattoo placed on her lower back. She said she was going to use the snake as a prop as she sang 2001 hit single "I'm a Slave for You" on stage. Everything went as planned. The Gimme More hitmaker recalled until the albino Burmese python named Banana started getting too close to her. During her performance, however, she said the snake started getting close to her face and hissing at her. She said the reptile also started flicking its tongue near her face and noted it was terrifying. That's all for this video, folks. See you next time.